Do you find yourself feeling overwhelmed by work and responsibilities? Or do you feel burdened by your own thoughts? Today we are going to explore the incredible ways God speaks to us concerning these issues through the smallest creatures. The ant. God uses the ant to teach us about carrying heavy burdens with strength and resilience. God shows us 4 lessons through one of the smallest, most surprising creatures, the ant. Though ants are tiny, they are capable of carrying loads that are many times their own weight. It's amazing to think that something so small can accomplish something so big. In the same way, God sometimes calls us to carry things that may feel heavy or difficult. But He also shows us, through the example of the ant, that with His strength, we can carry even the heaviest of burdens. Let's begin. Lesson 1. The ant's strength. Through God's design, ants are designed to carry weight far beyond their size. Biologically, they have powerful muscles and a structure that allows them to lift and move things we wouldn't expect them to handle. In a similar way, God has designed us to be stronger than we sometimes think. When we rely on Him, we're capable of handling things we never imagined we could. Philippians 4:13 tells us, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Just like the ant, God's design in us goes beyond what we see on the surface. He equips us with strength, resilience, and courage to carry the burdens that come our way. Lesson 2. Working together in faith. If you've ever watched ants, you'll notice that they often work together to move heavy loads. They rely on each other and combine their strengths to carry things that would be impossible for one ant alone. This is a powerful reminder that God doesn't intend for us to carry our burdens alone. He has placed people in our lives, friends, family, our faith community, to help us bear the weight when it feels too heavy. Galatians 6:2 says, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." When we reach out to others and allow them to help, we experience the beauty of God's design in community. If you are enjoying this video, please click the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Thank you. Now on to the next lesson. Lesson 3. God's strength in our weakness. Just as the ant carries weight because it's designed that way, we are also given strength to carry life's burdens because God is with us. There may be times when our load feels unbearable, but these moments can become opportunities to experience God's power and provision. In 2 Corinthians 12:9, God says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." When we feel weak, God's strength becomes evident. Like the ant, when we lean into the strength God provides, we find that we can keep going even when we feel small, even when the burden is heavy. Lesson 4. Faithfulness in the journey. Finally, ants teach us the importance of taking things one step at a time. Even when the journey seems long or the load is heavy, ants keep moving. They are faithful in their work, and they remind us that we too can keep going, step by step. Jesus invites us to walk with Him and find rest. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." God doesn't ask us to carry everything alone. He asks us to walk with Him, trusting that each step He is there to help us. In conclusion, let's take inspiration from the ant. Whether you're carrying a personal struggle, a difficult responsibility, or a burden that feels too big, remember that God has designed you to be stronger than you know. Lean into His strength, reach out to those around you, and take it one step at a time. God is with you, and He will provide the strength you need. Just as the ant carries heavy loads, you too can carry yours, with God's help. Thank you for joining me, and may God help us grow in wisdom, just as the ants demonstrate. Let's be mindful of how even the smallest lessons in nature can lead us closer to Him.